Welcome to another episode of Ankle Sore and North Club Corner, episode 5.
So join in the chorus.
And Vito, no gear again, I see. Do you leave it in the car?
I'm going to tell you something. I'm not having a crack, but I wore the hat, the jumper, the jocks, the whole lot.
The boxer shorts.
The whole caboodle. But
Hoodie.
they need to win a game, and then I'll wear it.
Fair
Nah,
weather,
I'm not
mate.
fickle,
You're
mate.
fair weather.
Nah, I'm not being fickle.
I've seen people at the shopping centre wearing North Guernsey still.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Well, for me, I started wearing it early. I was up and about. They've killed me again. Once they show me something, and not that about, I love them. I will follow and watch them till the day I leave Earth. But I'll start the cap and the top once they win a game. If that's this week, next week I'll have it on.
Well, we said there wouldn't be a club quarter this week, but we just couldn't resist.
No,
It was
plenty
just-
to say.
There was a lot. It was inflamed, the senses after Good Friday.
Correct.
But your thoughts on Good Friday?
Well,
All your thoughts?
my thoughts. Well, what thoughts do you want me to?
The
Players,
result? Tell us about the result. And
I was pretty disappointed with the result. Look, I was
Yeah.
telling people at the gym or whatever, Carlton by 10 goals. And I was saying it, you say they just, they win by 10 goals.
Yep.
I don't know if I thought they'd win comfortably. But the fact that we just capitulated, and not because the defence got beaten by the two big boys, because we all expected it. I was disappointed with the midfield.
yeah, they got
They
beaten.
got beaten after, say,
Yeah.
the first half they were okay?
They
They
were
were good
sort
for
of
the first
okay.
quarter. Oh, great for the first quarter.
They were, yeah.
And a half.
Yep.
Then it faded out. And then the second half, they just got whacked.
They did. They got.
I mean, I know they got good Chera and Cripps speaks for himself and whoever else. So whoever's Hewitt is in there.
They were quiet on because of the occasion as well. I reckon they're a little bit
Scared? Not scared.
Well,
Overwhelmed.
Talk about midfielders because you named some names, and I know that you will not be ashamed when I mention these, but you were hard on Jai Simpkin.
Yeah. Look, I don't know. He might have that issue with his concussion. So I'm not sure. I can't say that. I don't know. But something's not right because he's not getting near it.
Are we going to see the next level from him?
I don't think so. I don't think there's another level.
Because where is it?
I'll tell you a bloke hasn't got another level. Your mate.
Number 9.
Yep. No more. No more.
But he's played
That's
some
it.
big games of footy.
Yeah, and we haven't won 'em.
Simpkin hasn't.
Yeah,
When was the last
no,
time
no.
you said Simpkin? Oh, gee, he played.
No, I'm not doubting you there.
He was quiet.
But LDU, see when he gets tagged, they went
Yeah.
after him because they know what he's capable
Yep.
of. He couldn't get out of there.
Yep,
You got to find a way. Cripps, he finds a way.
he
You know,
does.
you know the bloke that sits there and goes, I'll have LDU over Cripps any day?
No, well,
I'm not sure about that.
how would you think of Powell's game?
Good.
Good.
Very good.
There's a lot of comments a lot of people in the comments in last week's episode talk about Will Phillips, not Wayne Phillips,
Not Wayne Phillips, Will Phillips. But
but we'll get to that.
you're not a fan.
I'm getting there. We'll talk about VFL soon. And what did you think of the free kicks early in that game?
Look, some of them were there. There's no doubt about it. Some of them were there. But the fact that they got, 9 goals from 50s and free kicks, that's
No, it was 9 free. Yeah, it was. Well,
something to that effect.
it was ridiculous.
Some of them were just ridiculous. I agree. Look, there's one with George Wardlaw. I don't say surname.
George.
George was running off the ground. He couldn't even move. Gave him a 50.
But even like Toby Pink, okay, he was out of his depth. He
No
was
doubt.
Out of his.
He's playing against.
And it was, but gee, there was some
iffy ones, wasn't there?
real 50-50s that
But
didn't go the other way.
But there were a couple that were undisciplined acts by
There were a
North players.
couple.
They were undisciplined acts, and if that was the other way around, we'd be like, why isn't that 50? So you got to pay them.
All right. So that defensive structure, it's not looking good, is it?
Why? I'm going to say this. Why? Why was he not playing Combin or Biggie Nguyen? Why? I don't care if they're ready or not. They're two big bodies, or at least one of them. Play them until Logue comes back at least. And by the time Logue comes back, one of them might be, locked
Yeah.
in, and it'll make a difference. I feel sorry to interrupt. I feel sorry for Pink. I feel sorry for
Cullen Dawson?
Cullen Dawson tries his guts out, cause a mess.
He's not right. He's not fit. Maybe they should play an extra defender, and I'm sure it's easy enough to rotate 2 defenders off when you're playing Charlie Curnow next time. Pink couldn't go all day with him, whether it was fatigue or just pure body. But then you could have had Combin come in, and you could have had a plan to go, right, well, Combin goes to Curnow at stages.
Correct.
You can work that out with another defender.
So-
we were stuck with that all day.
Correct. So
Luke McDonald was
Oh,
not curling the goal square.
I was going to bring him up and say, is he signing for Avondale Heights next year with Jack Siegel?
Should be. He should be.
Please.
He should
Please.
be.
And that bloke, the other bloke, number 2, signed off 15 minutes into the first quarter.
Yeah.
He went like this, all too hard today, I'm done.
He
You had enough now?
Yeah.
I defended him more than anyone. I've had enough.
I'm not sure where you're playing, other than, say it,
Yeah.
11 o'clock on Saturday morning.
How about you bring in, I know you're probably saying to me you don't think much of this bloke. Bring in that young Hanson Jr. He's only, 19? I know, he looks like he shows a bit. Maybe give him a chance.
Maybe. So, Coleman Jones fell over,
Look, you don't want anyone to get injured, but
literally.
he hasn't really shown anything. I'm not saying that's, good. I'm just saying.
Yeah, we've seen enough of a sample from him, haven't we?
But you know what disgusted me more than anything?
Go on.
Had it not one North bloke? Well, one I think might have been that went to him.
Yeah.
Mate, Carlton, there's more Carlton blokes going to you, right, mate? You're right. And the North bloke, what are they doing? What are they doing?
But
I don't care if you're a kid. I don't care if you're experienced. I don't care who you are. You need to go and see that your mate's okay, mate.
Yeah.
He fell over and couldn't move.
But it was okay after the game to have photos and happy snaps and swap Guernseys.
Yeah, we'll swap Guernseys.
with players.
Zach Fisher, you're not a Carlton anymore, mate. Get over it.
Exactly. So let's go to the VFL and what sort of depth have they got?
Well, you were there.
Yep.
And I'm hearing someone that I knew took his kids, Fimba and...
Charlie Coleman will play this week.
Yep.
He has to. 15 marks, played fullback.
and was he good?
And he was excellent.
Is he moving well?
Yeah, he moved well. He was taking contested marks. He's ready to go.
He's
Play
a
him.
monster, isn't he?
Play him. Before the game started, there was training for a bit of the injured crew, and Griffin Logue was doing contested work.
Okay.
And they say he's still round 12, but he looks like he's ready to play tomorrow.
Round 12? I thought round 8, 9.
But he looks ready tomorrow.
Okay.
But there's a player I found. Well, I didn't find him, but his name's Finbar Malley.
Fimba Malley. Sounds like a rock star.
Yeah, He sounds Irish, but I don't know if
No, I
he's
don't know.
Irish.
Yeah, I
or
don't
not.
know. Yeah, anyway.
Come from the Northern Bull Ants, and then he's moved on to North.
How old would he be?
He got rookie this year. He's 23.
Okay.
Took 14 marks.
I saw some of the highlights. He took some absolute crack.
There is one mark that we're going to put on, still shot.
Yeah.
It was incredible. But he took marks. He's not a great set shot, but I think they can work on that. But he takes contested grabs. He's got vertical leap.
Mate,
Play
play him. What about Tyler Sellers? Is he ready to go, Pat?
Tyler Sellers is ready to go. He's got a good size about him. He's like a third forward, like an old North supporters there, like a Craig Scholl.
Okay.
Good competing in the air.
Hence why the seconds are going well. Look, they've got a bit of depth.
They've got and I'll tell you, Will Phillips. Let's get to him. I texted you during the game.
I know,
said,
you've been bagging him. You reckon he's no good.
Well, yeah, but I'm happy to bag players, but I'm also all situations.
How was
but
he?
I'm happy to. He's almost too good for that level.
Okay.
He's almost.
How
too
was his
good for that level.
disposal?
It was clean. It was fine. He was at contests. He was at the base of the packs. He was winning footy. He was getting to the next contest.
Okay, so who goes out? He comes in.
You could bring in, and I spoke to a few people during the week that said, "Oh, the reason why they're not playing Will Phillips is because Powell, like you can't play both." But that's rubbish. In a side that's won 5 games in 3
24
years,
years.
I don't care.
I
You
agree.
play them both.
Absolutely. But what I'm saying...
Jaden Stevenson,
Yeah, I agree.
drop him, play him on a half forward flank.
Yeah, have a rest, Jaden.
Yeah, that's what I reckon.
You need to show me something.
That's what I reckon.
You need to show me something,
I saw Goad, the ruckman.
Oh, yeah?
Bit of a string bean.
Okay.
Tall, lanky. He's got a lot to fill out.
So, after what you saw at the VFL, I want a question to you. So, Combin, it's a surely he comes in this week.
I'd be staggered if he didn't.
Would you
play.
bring in one of those? You're probably not going to bring in both Sellers or Malley.
No.
Would you bring one of them in for sure this week, do you think? Or do you
Probably if I'd bring in Sellers because Finbar is raw.
Okay.
Let's be honest, he's
All right.
raw. But Sellers he
Capable?
played South Australian footy last year.
Okay, so he's capable?
So he's capable
Okay.
to support Larky.
And I just want to touch on kids. What are you thinking? Like, I know they played 2 games, mate. Dersma.
Dersma will need a break at some point. I think he looked like these kids are going to get tired.
Yeah.
So I reckon he'll be looking for a break soon.
McKercher,
He's getting better.
mate. Even though, I know we got beaten. Of
course he's
well,
gonna get better,
but he's got a sweeping left foot. When I want to say sweeping, he makes the right decisions 90% of the time.
Do you think he just didn't look comfortable early in the year, and now he's finding his
Well, he's
groove
finding
and
his
starting
feet,
to
he's finding
enjoy
his
it?
groove, and he's looking and goes, this is
Yeah.
I've got the best life here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Could have been overwhelmed
I like
early.
the look of him.
Sheasel, oh yes.
Well, three consecutive 30 possession games.
But not
again.
just that, doesn't make many mistakes.
So,
George,
again. So, what do you want to see this week against Brisbane?
I want to see a win. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to see one.
Yep.
But if they won this week, I won't say. I would shut up. I'll let you go. You know what? They went out there. They played a side within the preliminary final last year and beat them. I'll be wrapped. You'd be wrapped.
Yeah, of course. Tough assignment.
Tough assignment. And I mentioned it. What they've gone through this week, Brisbane. You know as well as I do. They'll be sitting in there going, all right, we're going to give. They'll be tough because I know they've got an easy kill.
Yeah.
And they're just going to wallop North. That's what's going to happen.
What I want to see is just continue scoring. Like they kicked 81, just continue kicking 80.
So if they
85.
kick 80, if they kick 85 this week, it won't be too. They might lose them by 5 goals.
Yeah, well then that means that they only have to. Yeah, it's the conceding. It's what they're going to concede.
That's the same problem.
Yeah,
same problem. But maybe Combin goes to Danaher. Let's say that's one.
Common can go to Danaher, then
he can throw
Pink
Pink
could go
on,
to Hipwood.
He can take him. He can.
And the
small forwards are
the
the problem. I don't trust Luke McDonald. Aiden Core, I do feel sorry
Luke
for him.
McDonald on Camerino.
What about Charlie Cameron?
Or Lincoln McCarthy.
Or Charlie Cameron.
Who goes to Charlie Cameron?
You can't put Core there, it's too slow. And I feel sorry for Core because he's not big and he's not small, so he can't play on a tall.
Yeah.
But he can't really play on the smalls because they're too quick for him. So I feel a bit sorry for him in that regard.
Wolf supporters, give us some matchups for this week.
Please. I'm stuck with the small forwards.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. So there you have it. Another episode of North Club Corner in the books. Let us know in the comments your thoughts about North. We love reading your comments and we will reply to all of you. See you in the next one.